Back here at Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon, 17-7, Oregon leading Utah as we get set to start the third quarter. And James, this has been a tough week for college football fans across the country, especially in Utah and here in Oregon.
Well, we lost a great one earlier this week, and Todd Christensen, a Eugene, Oregon native. His father was a professor here at the University of Oregon, went on to play, of course, some great football as a fullback at BYU, big rival for this Utah team, before going on into the NFL. Five-time Pro Bowler, two-time Super Bowl champion. Look at him with his 2 rings right there. He's probably at a track meet. You know, he's from Tracktown, USA, and it certainly came out. He had such a passion for the people around here, for his love of the sport, and just love of sport, period. And Todd, you'll be missed. 5 years working with him, just a very dear friend, and learned so much from him. You know, you hear a lot, he's one of a kind, he's one of a kind. That gentleman was one of a kind, and I really appreciate my relationship, and I give hugs to Kathy and his family. We lost a great one.
Well, sorry about it, and certainly condolences to the Christensen family. Getting back to football here in Oregon, coming off the loss last week against Stanford, they came out against a Utah team that's playing them tough, and they lead by just 10 points.
Yeah, and a big theme of the first half of the day has been big plays that have led to scores. And you're going to see here a nice throw by Mariota down to Farrell Brown to set up Oregon's offense for points to get on the board before Utah. And then Murphy here with a nice catch to keep the chains moving. And then right here, look at Murphy beat the defense behind the defense and put up Utah on the scoreboard 7-0. And then Marcus Mariota responds right back, finding Addison uncovered there to put points up on the board for Oregon right before the break there. And so it really has been big plays that have led to scoring drives for both of these teams in the first half.
Oregon kicks off to open up this third quarter. It's taken by Anderson. Charles Anderson back up the middle, nearly broke free, gets back to the 25-yard line.
Downs just crushed them. They couldn't get off of the field against Stanford. And they've been doing it on third down, this offense as well here against them.
Play action on first down. Schultz taking the shot, and that one is incomplete.
Utah's offensive line held on, gave their quarterback time to at least give their team a chance to move the ball there. But again, it was a nice play by Brian Jackson to break up the pass.
On second down, the handoff is to Radley. And Radley gets a yard, tackled by Wade Kali'ikipi. Schultz with time, throws, was looking for Sean Fitzgerald. A flag comes in late as Terrence Mitchell was there on the coverage.
Pass interference. Defense number 27. Automatic first down.
And it is a good call because right there, Terrence Mitchell got there early. And I mean, that's one thing that a lot of times it's one of those bang-bang plays, but you got to give the refs credit there. I think they got that one right because you can't get there early as a defender. That disrupts unfairly the wide receiver.
6 penalties now for the Ducks. Hand off to Radley. Radley a good run, and a flag comes in. Sean Hockley.
Holding. Offense number 54. 10 yards. Replay first down.
Now first and 20. Schultz swings it out to Anderson. Anderson hits the hole, tries to cut it back, and Anderson gets tackled at the 39-yard line. Radley on 2nd and 6. Radley got hit by Raheem Castle, who came in when Derek Malone went out.
To see this Oregon defense now stiffen up and play like the number 6 team in the nation, like the defense they can be and get off the field.
They just get off the snap. Radley dances, hits the hole, and gets the first down.
Creating the seam for the back to move the chains.
Radley again, this time gets pulled down as he tried to get the edge. Tony Washington, 2nd and 11. Play action, pressure coming, back foot throw, complete. Dominic Hatfield gets a block, makes a move, and Hatfield's down inside the 5.
Schultz just threw a great pass.
Longest play today for Utah. Now a timeout is taken by the Utes. Anderson in motion. Kept by the quarterback, Adam Schultz, into the end zone for the touchdown.
Everything to set it up. When you're having success, everything starts to work.
Andy Phillips. DeAnthony Thomas is back deep. Andy Phillips to kick off. Last time they went short. This time they will kick off to Thomas, who takes it at the 14. Thomas hits a hole. He's dangerous. There he goes.
just when you think you got the momentum, things are going your way, Oregon answers immediately.
First play of the game in that Fiesta Bowl. Bill Snyder's Kansas State Wildcats found out the hard way, and here Kyle Whittingham's crew, as the extra point is no good.
Drez Anderson. Anderson's got speed as well, and Anderson will take it across the 30 up to the 31, and that's where Utah will start, but they're down by 9 because of this return.
Well, and because you've got depth. Watch here, number 32. That's Evan Bayless, a backup tight end. Watch 26, Ben Butterfield. Two guys just fighting to get on the field, doing their part in the third phase of the game. And really, it started with Bayless driving. Utah coming down, staying in their lanes, and Bayless just absolutely blew his guy out of the water, and the rest was up to number 6.
How does Utah respond? Quick pass out to Drez Anderson.
1 TD per 8.6 touches. Man.
It's kept here by Schultz on the zone read, and Schultz gets up to the 37, gets 2. The handoff to Radley, tries to bounce it back. Radley diving, and he's going to be down at the 40, about a yard shy. Rodney Hardrick able to trip him up.
That play was meant to go to the left. The point of attack was completely eliminated, and that's what set up the ball getting turned back over to Oregon.
Hackett with the soccer-style punt, keeping away from Addison. This is a good roll for Utah down at the 7. It's 23-14 here. Mariota on first down, hands off to Byron Marshall. Marshall, flag is thrown as he gets out of bounds.
Holding. Offense number 85. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
And I think you're right.
Let's see if we can see him. He's going to be right there, the tight end, working on Trevor Riley. Well, he does pull him down. He was Riley doing such a good job. Such a tough task for a tackle, let alone a tight end, to try to hang with him.
Now it's 1st and 13 from the 4. Mariota hands off to Marshall again, and Marshall able to get some room up to the 8. The good news is if it's against Oregon, they can't go back much further.
The offense had 5 players in the backfield. That penalty's declined. Second down.
Second down and 9. Mariota rolling out to the right. He throws on the run and completes the pass. DeAnthony Thomas, 13-yard completion and a first down.
I'll tell you what about Marcus Mariota. My question mark from my perspective was, can he operate as a traditional kind of pocket passer? And as you notice today, Scott Frost hasn't caught a lot of running back plays, and he's done an excellent job being efficient out of the pocket. Talking about Marcus Mariota.
Mariota with time. He's going to throw this one away. Trevor Riley applying the pressure there, but this was the play before.
Ran this one to the left. They put him on the run a couple plays ago here on the right, buying a little bit extra time, and you don't need much time for number 6 to come across there. Tough to hang with him. And Justin Thomas, just a redshirt freshman, has really made some good plays here today, but that's a tough task to cover that.
Marshall takes the handoff, gets tackled.
Know where those sticks are. Know where the sticks are running your routes, and defensively know where they're trying to get.
Mariota with time, throws wide open is Huff for the first down.
Davian Orphy there is giving Huff space, and he's doing that because he's feeling threatened by the vertical ability of Huff, and that's what sets up those comeback routes like we saw there.
Play action. Mariota, good fake. Now he runs. First time we've seen him run today.
He bit on the vertical threat. He comes right back to the quarterback, giving Mariota a very easy target and easy throw for a third down conversion, the first of the day for the Oregon Ducks.
On 2nd and 5, the pass complete to Daryl Hawkins. Hawkins breaks the tackle.
Hawkins doing a nice job there, not going down, evading the potential tackle of Keith McGill there.
Mariota dissecting his defense. Huff goes down, pass interference.
What about Reginald Porter?
Pass interference. Defense number 29. 15 yards. First down.
Right now doing it through the air.
Mariota on first down, wide open. Johnny Munt for the touchdown.
Unfortunately, he saw Munt wide open for an easy touchdown.
Wogan's extra point is good. The push-ups are starting to mount up for the Duck. 30-14, Oregon leading after another scoring drive of under 2 minutes. 8 plays, 93 yards. Trez Anderson from the 1. And Anderson will get tackled at the 22-yard line. Let's go back. That touchdown pass from Mariota to Johnny Muntz.
They try to bring the house. This is Eric Rowe, the safety blitz, but that's only if Munt stays in. If Munt goes out, he's got to peel off and take him man-to-man. And Mariota, he knows where that blitz is coming from. He knows where to look, and it's just like that, way too easy. Johnny Munt trying to become another one of the greats. Many tight ends that have come through here, gone on to play in the NFL. And in his first start against the Tennessee Volunteers not too long ago this year, had 5 catches, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
On first down, Adam Schultz looks one way. Throws this one out of bounds, intended for Jeffrey Norwood.
The game is slowly working, it's getting away from it. There's not a lot of time left to get back into this game.
They hand off to Bubba Poole, and Poole gets up to the 26. 3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Schultz steps up. Schultz is now going to run for it. He's got the first down.
Interception earlier. He had a chance to tuck it and go and get a few. He decided to try to force it here. Wisens up. Learn quickly.
On first down, Schultz with the play action. Throws over the middle. And that is called.
All over the field. And I mean, these Utah wide receivers are just getting used to today pretty much being mugged. Look at that play by Terrence Mitchell there.
Not looking for the ball this time. Schultz having trouble with the play call. The play clock is down to 1. Now a timeout has to be used here by Utah. Schultz pressured. Flag is thrown. Schultz throws it away.
Offense number 73. That penalty's declined. The play brings up 4th down.
Nice snap. Tom Hackett gets the punt away. Fair catch signaled and made by Braylon Addison. Byron Marshall in the backfield. Mariota forced out of the pocket on the run. Throws out of bounds. Looking for Braylon Addison.
And he has taken that responsibility on, and he has responded today like I didn't expect him, to be honest with you.
Tyner gets the handoff. A true freshman, Thomas Tyner, up to the 34, gets 7. 3rd and 3. Mariota, play action. Mariota throws high, and it's incomplete for Braylon Addison. Maldonado to punts. Jeffrey Norwood, fair catch. Made at the 29. How about the Heisman candidates according to you?
Well, just like I'm not ready to give up on a season for these Oregon Ducks, I'm also not ready to give up on this guy as one of the top 4. Jameis Winston has another big day today for the Florida State Seminoles against Syracuse. Look at that, 19 of 21. Wow. And Johnny Manziel, they're off today. They're going to finish the year, remember now, at Missouri, and that'll be a big stage and a chance for Manziel to really shine and do his thing, and could make a big jump. And of course, A.J. McCarron, they just continue to win championships, that's all.
2nd down and 7. Schultz rolling out to the right. Throws high as he got drilled by Rodney Hardrick.
Ooh, he led with the forehead there. Old Rodney Hardwick, instead of his crown of his head, which I think saves him there. But that's the price you pay when you break the pocket. You got a rusher coming right at your face.
7 of 13. Play clock is down to 4. Schultz throws. It's nearly picked off. Terrence Mitchell jumped that route.
He's standing right there, and he's going to drop back into coverage. And he's got this guy man-to-man right there. And you see him just slowly getting his guy, making it appear that his guy's open. And as soon as the ball's thrown, he breaks on it.
Hackett. Low punt, just gets it away as the pressure was coming. This is going to go out of bounds, and they're going to mark it out at the 36-yard line.
Big 12 schedule just happened to work itself out. They don't have a championship game, but they do have fun when the top teams are playing each other.
2nd down and 10 after Marshall was dropped by Tui Pelotu. Mariota throws wide open over the middle. Daryl Hawkins. Hawkins makes a couple of guys miss. Has some blockers, and he gets tackled very nicely by Justin Thomas.
But today I think he's making even more of a claim because of his ability to make plays in the pocket.
Mariota rolling out to the right, throws, and that's incomplete. Looking for D'Anthony Thomas.
You feel almost, though, when you come to town and you don't get to see Mariota use those wheels, you've been cheated a little bit. That's what's really fun about this game.
How about this run? Marshall. Wow.
Creates a gap in the middle of your run defense.
Mariota stepping up, drops it back for Marshall. Marshall, he gets outside. Marshall dives, gets in for the touchdown.
Hope that those other bodies on your defense can come and help you out. Don't let a guy like that to the sideline. And it's going to be Jason Whittingham. He puts the shake on, allowed to get outside. And then at the end of it, are you kidding me? We just saw him carry the pack. Very strong runner.
Byron Marshall, those last two runs, 21 and 17 yards. You look at this offense through the years. 2010, LaMichael James, 47 points per game. LaMichael James again leading the way in 2011, 46 points per game. Kenyon Barner last year, almost 50, and then this year they are averaging almost 52 points per game with Mariota leading the way. But how about this? Those last two runs, 21 and 17 yards. Oregon had 27 total rushing yards before that in this game. Anderson's going to return it from a few yards deep in the end zone. Probably not the best move as he gets back out to the 20. Here on first down, it's Lucky Radley able to cut back, plant that foot as we start the fourth. And after a rousing rendition of shout by these fans, that was one of the coolest things I've seen in a football game yet in a long time. The handoff is to Radley, who gets wrapped up. 3rd and 8, pressure coming. Schultz gets sacked by Locombo. The first Oregon sack of the day.
Here he is, standing up, and right around the edge, just too easy as he just blows right by Jake Murphy. Roseko was just too much for him.
Addison takes at the 45. Flag on the play. Addison cuts it back. Addison down the sideline. Now will cut it back and cross towards the midfield. And this all could be for naught as he's still on his feet, and he gets into the end zone. The flag is all the way back.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 30. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
So much determination, though. Remember the Marshawn Lynch against the Saints, but there it is. There was your illegal block. And sometimes, in that situation, the best block is no block. Unfortunately for Addison, who had 2 punt returns for touchdowns against Cal back at the end of September, this one comes back.
Thomas Tyner with the speed. Tyner. Oh, my gosh, is he explosive.
Number 77 there, Cameron Hunt, who did an excellent job leading the way for his running back.
Mariota. His pass is complete to the far side.
I want to stay on top of these wide receivers and give them that throw.
Tyner bounces it outside. And Tyner gets up to the 16.
Fresh bodies for the Utes as well. They make a hockey line change. You don't get many opportunities against an offense like this.
Marshall up the middle. Marshall to the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, the first one down there to give him a big flying chest bump was Johnny Munt. And he came across the tight end and made it all go. Picked up a great block. There is a flag down now.
The touchdown counts. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct by the scoring player for an exhibition in the end zone. That foul will be enforced on the kickoff.
Due to time constraints, we move ahead to later in the game.
Marcus Mariota's day is done here in Eugene. 19 of 27, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns. How about that? He's thrown a touchdown in every game he's played. The new quarterback is Jeff Lockie. Lockie hands off to Tyner. Tyner trying to cut it back. Now he does. It looked like he had more room if he came further. 2nd down and 9 here for Oregon. Lockie's pass is deflected. Pepe and Gianni's to get some real good Italian food. You never know.
Man, I had a really nice rigatoni plate last night.
Thrown towards the sideline. That's incomplete.
You look at these Utah Utes still fighting, scratching, crawling. I mean, it's really easy just to say, hey, let's just come in and get the heck out of here.
From Euless, Texas. In Trinity High School there in Euless, they do the haka. I'll guarantee you they don't do many hakas pre-game in the state of Texas, but a lot of poly guys on that squad.
Norwood tackled right away. A very nice special teams tackle by Dior Mathis. On first down, the pass to Anderson is complete. Second down and 4 up the middle. It's Bubba Poole. Poole on 3rd and 1 has the first down.
At the beginning of the year, you really thought, hey, this is an underachieving team, and now you start to see them play up to their capabilities. They're a pretty formidable football team, mind you, talking about the Trojans out of USC.
Schultz, and that pass is incomplete. There is a flag thrown.
Pass interference. Defense number 23. 15 yards. First down.
Miami Dolphins took over a winless team, went 3-2, beat the Super Bowl champions, and Nick Saban came to town. They like to go get those guys, the big name guys.
You're right.
The handoff to Poole. Schultz, the quick pass is complete to Trez Anderson.
No line's helping him out too, giving him some time.
Handoff again to Poole. And Poole up to the 14.
All they needed was one of those in the 4th quarter against Arizona State last weekend. All they needed was one play, and they win the football game, but they just couldn't get it.
Up the middle once again, it's Poole.
Football when the game's on the line.
Poole able to escape. Poole to the end zone. Touchdown. What an effort there by Bubba Poole.
It's a Utah team that is ready to fold up the tent and head on back to Salt Lake City.
Whistles are blown.
The ball fell off the tee before the kicker kicked it. Therefore, it is no play. We will re-kick. Please reset the game clock to 6:01.
Maybe it wasn't the plan to begin with.
At the 10, it's Chad Delaney. And Delaney up to the 26-yard line. If they can win out, and if Stanford loses, then who knows? Maybe they're going to the Rose Bowl. And if there's more, then, well, like you said earlier, there's a lot to be playing for. Yele Ford takes the handoff up to the 31 as Jake Rodriguez is in at quarterback in college football, almost like rewriting the constitution of college football.
It certainly would be interesting right now, and you look at it, this is an Oregon team that would be playing and fighting their guts out for that 4th spot.
Right.
It does make it even a little bit more interesting. I think, you go on a little bit further, perhaps 8.
Let's just start at 4 for right now. Ford gets upended. Again, it's Ford up the middle. This time he'll get the first down. Good second effort. Still pushes that pile up to the 41-yard line. Marcus Mariota, who averaged almost 8 yards per carry.
And just can fly. And one of those guys, you talk about an effortless runner that can tuck it and go, and it doesn't look like he's putting much effort into it. It's that guy right there, number 8 on the sidelines right now.
Wow. Yele Ford again.
And then when you can stay healthy, these guys, they just got to fight to get out on the field. Every single play means so much on special teams, too.
Keeping it on the ground. Ford gets spun around by Hunter Dimmick. They're at Arizona next week. They close out the regular season here at home in the Civil War game against Oregon State, which you can watch right here on Fox Sports 1. And if something were to happen, like a Stanford loss, all of a sudden they're going to the Pac-12 championship if they win out.
Well, they did a good job of bouncing back. Had to chew on it for a couple extra days after the loss to Stanford. They're starting to get healthy. I mean, as you talk about a team trying to stay healthy, they get Gurley back, getting some weapons back for Aaron Murray.
On 4th and 1, the handoff to Lane Roseberry, and Roseberry converts.
The defensive coordinator, how frustrating it was that he couldn't get his defense off the field, how frustrating it was out there. It was even more frustrating, I think, as a whole Duck team. this past week. When you look at the college football, everybody across the college football landscape saying, "Up, there goes Oregon." All the numbers we can put up there for him on the field, and he has another great day. And again, 0 interceptions in the last 354 passes.
He is our Right Stuff Player of the Game, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Marcus Mariota didn't have to do it with his legs, showed off his arm. And Oregon just keeps it on the ground to run out the clock. 44-21. They had to fight hard that first half. Utah came out, got a quick 7 to open the third quarter. And that kickoff return for a touchdown by DeAnthony Thomas opened the floodgates for the Ducks. The final score here from Eugene, 44-21.